First off, I'm living very rural, in a small village with maybe 10 to 15 houses, but close to the highway. You can drive there within maybe 5 minutes. It's also about 10 minutes away from town. If you cross the street, it just takes you about a 10-minute walk to reach the forest. First Christmas Day, in the afternoon, my partner and I decided to go for a little digestive walk. We were really stuffed from all the food. It was around 5 p.m. and already dark when we left. We had this big and bright LED flashlight with us, and I also took my camera and my flash, as I love taking pictures of nature at night. We decided to walk on a little country road towards the forest, and then turn right, following a small gravel cycle track close to the forest border, which connects our village and the next. In the middle of part of the track, you have to walk through a small bit of forest. It's rather dark and the trees are very high and quite dense. When we entered, I saw my flashlight reflecting on something and recognized a car being parked there on the side of the track, close to the trees. This struck me as odd. Cars are not allowed to drive there, and the path is very narrow and hidden, so I was a bit cautious. My partner pointed the light inside of the car, and it seemed to be empty. I also noticed that the windows were frozen, so it must have been parked there for quite some time. A bit in front of the car, I spotted a tree with this intriguing structure. I asked my partner to point the flashlight toward it, so I could better focus and photograph it with my flash. After I took a few images, my partner told me, there's someone standing behind us in the middle of the road. He's looking at us. Nobody was following us that whole way until now. I'd look behind me occasionally, because at this time in the evening and so close to the border of the forest, there's sometimes boars. Indeed, now there was a man standing behind us, staying just out of the flashlight's reach. He wasn't saying anything, just standing there and facing us. At first, I thought he might be startled, as it may seem a bit weird if someone's just taking photos around your car. I decided to get up and confront him from a distance, explaining to him that I was just taking photos of that tree. He didn't react, he just stood there. I then went on to ask him if he needed some light, and he replied that that wasn't necessary. It was odd, but I was still calm. Sure, there has to be a normal explanation for all this behavior. Nonetheless, my partner and I just decided to get out of there and follow the path leading to the next village. I remembered the letters on his license plate and Googled it. It turned out he was from a city about 6 hours away from us. Mind you, the country that I live in is in a very strict lockdown right now, so you're only allowed to travel even by car if you have very urgent reasons. After we reached the first lantern in the next village, we looked back and observed the car driving a bit out of the forest, turning around and then going back inside. I was able to